Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Gameplays. Today we'll be looking at FIFA 16. It's got a fair few new updates, so we'll be having a look at that, starting with the El Classico, Real Madrid versus Barcelona. I've got Steve with me, who'll be losing badly today.
Yeah, right guys, as you can see, I'm going to let Alex pick Real Madrid because they're historically the best team on the game, and I think a lot of focus has gone into them on this game as well, so we'll soon see how that pans out. But as I say, I'm giving him the upper hand because he has kind of got a bit of a handicap anyway. So
we've played each other once, and you've won once. It's hardly a handicap, but we'll see how this goes. I'm feeling confident today.
Cool. I'm going to stick with I think that's probably the most recent team. Although I like Turan. Turan's a good player. I'm going to stick him on the bench. Munir's a good upcoming player. I think that's one of the best things about FIFA each year, the seasonal updates, like the transfers, the kit updates, everything like that.
I think one of the things that a lot of people look forward to every year is whose ratings have gone up, who's got better, I always love it I'm a fan of football. I love going in, looking at my favourite team, looking at other teams and just sort of seeing whose stats have got better, what the last year's done to these players in terms of FIFA, because they're always it's realistic. I always find the ratings are always fairly, nailed on. They're always quite decent.
But I see they've rated Messi 94 and Ronaldo 93. Messi's a bit of a rebel, as you can see. He doesn't really like to stick to the drills. But it's quite interesting that, because Ronaldo's again historically I think he's been the best player on the game. He's been pretty much untouchable. Him and Bale on the wing for Real Madrid has always been a difficulty when playing against people online. They'll just smash it out to Ronaldo, smash it out to Bale, and it's basically a goal.
Well, what an atmosphere!
So we'll soon see how the new features like confidence in defending and stuff like that help combat those two wingers. Basically,
they're not going to help. It's all down to skill. They're going to help you keep close, but. I'm a better player. You have to remember that. So, you're probably not going to be keeping up.
I see it's quite foggy. I don't think that kind of weather pattern was in FIFA 15, but it looks really nice.
Barcelona's lineup. Quite a nice little touch.
Yeah.
Because it used to be you had rain, snow, or sun. I'm pretty sure that was it.
I think so. Yeah, there are different times of the day and stuff, but that didn't. Yeah. Didn't really change the weather as such.
He's got a yellow already.
Of course he has.
It's only Ronaldo.
I might actually go for a steamer of Dani Alves to see how the free kicks have changed.
That affects his game because he's on a tightrope now.
I think that might be going in. Oh, never mind. Oh! Gerard Piqué.
Gerard Piqué with the overhead kick.
Classic centre-back attempt.
Decent fist away by the keeper.
So there's a few new features to touch on, like off the ball dribbling and stuff. I'm going to try and do some now, although I don't know how to do it. Let's see. No, that worked anyway. I don't know what that was, but
I think that was turning around in a circle.
Fine save he's made there, and he's not let the ball escape his grasp.
Also, Madrid are notorious for their counter-attacking football, as are Barca, so it should be an interesting game. But I'm going to see how the new features affect the defending and the midfield and stuff like that, because there's a lot of work gone into the AI. So midfielders are generally more intelligent. They'll step up and intercept passes and stuff where they need to. And the early crossing feature, which I'm going to try and do.
So you had a chance to do it, and just Marcelo got in the way and didn't give you a go.
Great little run by Rodriguez. James Rodriguez. That was a filthy challenge. That was a filthy challenge.
That wasn't good.
That's typical of Sergio Ramos.
Typical Ramos.
But with the tackling as well, it's a lot more responsive. So if you slide tackle, if you hit the same button again, you can get back up if the first one's a failed attempt. We're whipping a ball here.
That's quite nice, actually. I've just done that a couple of times. I didn't get anywhere near you, but I gave it a go, and that's quite nice because it means that your player's not sat on the ground after a tackle when, the person you're playing is getting miles away from you.
Yeah.
That is quite nice because it gives you that chance to recover from, you know, a poor slide tackle.
Yeah. And again, it adds to the realism that FIFA always delivers. You know, footballers are athletic people. They're not gonna be sat on the ground for hours after making a challenge.
This is how they love to play.
Oh, Neymar's just scored a worldie.
Got it up and over the goal.
That chip was actually quite nice. There you go, run up to the camera, rub it in your
I like the new
face.
celebration.
Looks quite like him as well. It's always good.
Well, he spotted the keeper's positioning, and he's
Just going to lob that over there.
stranded him there in no
I don't know what Bravo was doing off his line. I'm guessing that was user error.
Yeah, that's my own fault. I've definitely brought him out there. It's fine. I've got to give you a chance to get ahead because, you know, otherwise you just, I'll smash you. And there's just no fun in playing it.
Past his marker. That's a good challenge. Lionel Messi. That's a
I think
tremendous
Neymar's
piece of
really
play.
killing this game off. Until he does that. I think we're also going to take a look at the women in the game. It's a massive new feature in FIFA 16. It's never been done before. And I'm personally quite interested to see how it works, to see how good they are compared to the men.
Luis Suarez.
You can see that little shirt pull there.
Here come Real Madrid. Blocked well by the defender. And that'll be a throw.
Also, when you're defending, there's a new feature called the swing step, which it makes it a lot easier to keep up with players like Ronaldo if you make a failed challenge, kind of on your feet tackle. Obviously, you got the one we touched on earlier about like the slide tackle feature,
Neymar.
but this one's more for
On towards Messi.
standing up challenges. So if you're running away from someone sort of towards goal with, you know, if you're trying to keep up with Ronaldo, if you fail the first time, he won't fall over and you won't keep running in the wrong direction. You'll be able to catch up with him and make a challenge.
Here, hasn't he, with that clearance.
It's quite a nice feature.
Real Madrid wanted to work some magic from this corner. They need it.
Yeah, it's quite a nice touch because it just sort of evens the playing field because it's always been
Real Madrid, and the
not
position's a
easy
good
to score a
one.
goal. It's always been, you know, rewarding to score a goal, but defending has always been
Cristiano Ronaldo.
probably one of the more difficult aspects. So it's nice to see that they're starting to put touches into it to, you know, try and level that playing field so that, you know, it's not all about Ronaldo and Messi and Benzema. It's also about, you know, your PKs, your Sergio Ramoses,
Defending there.
you know, the top defenders in the world. I think it's important that, you know, they have a good chance to show what they can do. I mean, I'm going to do that and completely disprove everything I've said, but, you know, whatever.
An equaliser for Benzema.
Look at that, I've just torn you apart. Perfect,
You're
1-2,
lucky.
1-2.
You're playing like
Keep
someone
never had a chance.
online. Yeah,
The goal, wherever you look at it, it was very well taken.
it was one of those frustrating goals.
Level.
That's
Both sides
known as a
scored
sweaty
now.
goal.
That's not
That was a sweaty
goal. That was
equaliser.
not a sweaty goal. I'm not having that.
Cool, we're going to stop that there and we're going to see what the women are like. Right, so we're at the halfway mark of a really entertaining match. Well, it's entertaining for me anyway. I've had 8 shots. I've been peppering his goalie. And it's really, really quite a good feature. The women's teams they're good. And it makes for a really entertaining football because kind of like the touches and stuff are slightly looser. But it doesn't feel like a bad men's team. Like they feel like really good women's teams. Which I guess is realistic.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. They've sort of scaled it, so you've got your best players in the women's teams, and it's all scaled down from there. In the same way that we've got Messi as the best player on the men's team, everything's scaled down from there. So the 91 in a women's game will play like a 91 against other women, and I think that's how it should be. You know, the best players are still the best players, but women's and men's teams can't play each other in this game. So, you know, you still have the upper hand when you've got a 90 in your team. You know, you still feel like they can, you know, bring out that moment of magic that you're really hoping they can, you know, throw into the game.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think we've also discovered the no-touch dribbling thing,
We finally
which I've just performed brilliantly there. Alex is trying to do it, but it's
trying to jostle away.
Yeah, but it's really good. It's kind of like, you know, when Ronaldo runs down the wing and he kind of waves his leg over the ball.
Yeah, he feigns to go one way and then
but it's obviously always
doesn't touch the ball whatsoever. It's all down to his movement.
Yeah. Messi does it a lot as well, and I think they use Messi as
with a
what
throw.
do you call it?
They've used him as sort of the model for it, haven't they?
Lena Gersling can't keep the ball at the moment. Krieger. There's some potential.
So yeah, so as I say, like, it does feel slightly slower, but again, I think that's a really likeable feature.
And they're keeping the ball now.
One of the things I disliked about FIFA 15 was just how fast a lot of it was.
It always felt like everything was going at like 110% constantly.
Yeah.
There wasn't really much of a... Well, there's still a tactical element to it. There was always a tactical element to it, but it kind of feels like the fact that they've slowed this game down a little bit, it does mean that you've got to play as if you're playing a game of FIFA.
A game of football, yeah.
You're actually playing a game of football. You're not just playing, a video game where you can run down the line and, cut in, score a goal.
Yeah.
I mean, I will once I've got to.
That was a massive punch. Massive punch. Sorry to interrupt you there. Yeah, that was Mike Tyson-esque.
Mike Tyson.
Good work from the referee. Play on as an advantage.
I think he got an injury there.
He's
having a little stretch look.
That's the second injury you've had.
They've updated all the little animations as well, as you can see when she was sat on the floor and she was stretching out her hamstrings. It's quite a nice touch.
Well, now they've won the ball back.
Players need to stretch.
By intercepting that pass. Gößling.
As you see, I've got an injury because Alex couldn't handle. Was it Mittag?
I think it's
Mittag, yeah.
Well, look, I'm a
class player.
I play a hard game. If you can't deal with it, we'll find someone else to play me. It's perfectly fine.
See, there's another example of the stretching right behind me. It's crucial to stretch. If you learn anything from this video, stretch before and after football to prevent injuries.
It's useful advice. That's always useful advice. But what I quite like is the fact that those subs are there. So we've had it where you can run into the camera to celebrate.
Yeah.
If the subs are there, you can run into them as well and
nice.
Celebrate with the subs, and that's quite nice because again, it's just you see that week in, week out in football.
Yeah.
You see the players stretching up on the sideline, and then when the team score a goal, they all go running over.
Yeah.
And it's quite nice to have that in there as well because it engages the outside parts of the pitch, so you're not just playing the game on the pitch anymore. There's all these little bits outside. They've started doing that with things like
lost the ball.
Like the ball boys. They started doing it when they brought the ball boys in. It just animates the world around the pitch, which is really nice. It really immerses you in the game.
Yeah.
In midfield, they've got it back via an
It's quite a close match, but I'm pretty sure I'm on top at the moment.
So I've just swapped up to ultra attacking, so my goal's coming.
Find Mittag. We're now down to the last 5 minutes.
Okay, you've gone attacking.
I've gone ultra attacking, so
I'm going to go defensive, sit back, absorb the pressure, and then.
Boring game. You're now scared of me. I completely understand why, but I'm playing for the 0-0.
Out for a throw. Lena Gößling. Kemmer. Jennifer Marasan. Lloyd. And it's Mittag.
It is quite difficult to break down defences as well.
Yeah.
Their positioning is really good this year.
Yeah, it's a lot more balanced. The game's a lot more balanced. It's not too kind of top heavy. Oh, is that the end of the game?
That's the end of the game.
Okay, cool. So that was an interesting game.
I didn't get
my 9 shots to Alex's 1. But again, it highlights the balance that FIFA have kind of implemented. EA have implemented, sorry. It makes for a more realistic game. In the past you'd be playing people online and they'd just smash it out to the wingers, sprint past, and it's a goal.
Yeah.
But this feels a lot more balanced, which is perfect.
It's a lot more competitive. I mean, if you're a better player like I am, you can't go running away with the game. It's giving you the chance to have a draw out of this, and I'm proud of you. You've got a point out of this. That point could see you through till the end of the season. That could stop you getting relegated. That's
Thanks,
an important point.
Cheers.
Proud of you. Well done.
Yeah. Thank you. That means a lot. Right. Anyway, enough of that. I hope you've enjoyed some of the football we've played in this episode of Gameplays. Go grab the game. It's a wicked game. And yeah, we'll catch you soon for another episode of Gameplays.